Thank you for having me again.
Oh, it's always wonderful to have you back.
Awesome.
Um, First off, before we get into business, how have you been doing?
I've been doing good. Tired. Got the kids. Got one coming on the way.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, blessings. We saw the post.
Yeah. Just getting it in, man. Those kids can run you ragged. So.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Even when they're grown. Were you doing some kitchen remodeling or something recently?
Yeah. We just finished our kitchen. Now we're doing our dining room area and the front mud room of our house right now. That's going on this week, and then I'm redoing the installation in my roof the week after that, before Thanksgiving. My father-in-law, Richard Alvarado, shout out to him, is definitely helping out there. So we're getting it done, man. We're definitely taking our investment and flipping it for sure.
Yeah. Just wanted to update and refresh what's going on with the house.
Yeah, we just wanted to update, bring everything back up to, just raise the value not only our house but the houses that are around us. We're in a very good spot, so we want to make sure that our lifelong investment is definitely, making returns for us. So you have to put in money to make money, so that's what we're doing right now.
Awesome. Good deal. Speaking of making your money work for you, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
There's a lot of interesting changes going on in various aspects of the music industry. Starting off for me, BMI, going from a nonprofit to a for-profit, and then checking out how they're operating.
Right.
Explain to the people what's going on.
Well, BMI has been bought by a bigger entity, and after 80 years of nonprofit, now they're going to for-profit. And this is happening because they've gotten bought out by a company that has shareholders, and now they are going to start taking some of your percentage of your royalties for writers, composers, and publishers out there. So before, it was like they were taking 10% of the whole portion. Now they're going to be taking 15% of it. And that means that not only the revenue that they're already making, they're going to be taking more out of the royalty payments that you get. Not only from them, when it comes from, your streaming service sites like your Apple Music, your Spotify, on top of what your DSP like DistroKid are taking from you. They're going to be taking more from you to put in their shareholders' pockets. So it's kind of the royalty rates right now for everyone, writers, compositions, and publishers, are pretty low. Now they're going to be taking a bigger chunk of that from everyone. So just know, if you're in BMI, that these next couple of royalty payment checks are probably going to be pretty light than what you usually see, because they're taking that margin and helping themselves right now. So it's pretty crazy, because BMI is supposed to protect us writers, compositions, the artists, and the publishers. But now, since they've gone to for-profit, they're going to be for-profit and make more profit and give you less. So just be aware of that. If you're a BMI member, that you will be seeing less coming to you. There are ways to, if you don't like what's going on, you can always get out of BMI, but you definitely have to contact BMI and see when you can get out of their contract.
Wow.
And they'll let you know. It's not like something that you can go and switch. You can't have both. You can't have BMI. You can't have ASCAP. You can't have SICA. You eventually have to have one, and they have to let you out. So if you want to be out and you want to go over to ASCAP, You have to let them know, and then they'll run their process, and then they'll let you go. You just can't go over.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. You know, this artist and writer strikes that are happening with, you know, the movie industry and the TV industry go hand in hand with the music industry. Without music, the movie and TV and commercial industry can't survive without us. So
Exactly.
those writers and those actors going for what they want and getting it, they deserve it. But us on the music side, we're being left behind because we have no one to actually vouch for us or stand up for us, and we have no union. So I just want, you know, people who are artists or composers or who are publishing or who are just out there trying to survive out there to be aware of what's going on and try to make the correct moves to benefit them and their creations and their families and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Now, BMI has actually been up for sale for quite a few years now, right?
Yeah, they've been up for quite a few years. I can't remember who was buying them up. I think it's like Epic or something like that. They also have a video game entity part of it, but it's a bigger conglomerate of them that has been for years trying to buy BMI, and it finally just went through. So there are going to be a lot more changes coming out there. They just haven't announced a lot of them, but they did come out here the last week and said that they are reducing. They're taking more from 10% to 15%. So your pockets are going to be a lot lighter coming here soon. There may be stuff changed, like going back in time. If you had records or sync licenses or stuff that's been, you know, hasn't been turned in yet, they won't go back anymore. They won't go back. They usually would go back like a year and a half. They're not going to do that anymore. They're not going to retroactively pay people anymore like ASCAP is going. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's dropped. So just be aware. And if you're not aware, you're gonna be taken for granted. So
well, it's almost like turning from protector to predator in a way.
yes. And so if you think you don't want to be a part of that anymore, there are ways to go to these other these pros. Just call them. Call the national office. Call the New York office. Do not call any sublights of these offices. Call the main office in New York and see what you can do to trade over to a different pro, because ASCAP for the longest time has been for profit, but they have been paying out, and they're not going to change, and they have a lot more benefits now than BMI. So if you want to switch up, there's a legitimate way to do it. You just can't do it. So just be aware and be knowledgeable about your creations and your generational wealth, because they're going to take it from you.
Man. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to get more knowledge from Dirkish coming up, so don't go anywhere. In this block of music, we have the latest from HCX Cypher, plus DJ Mike C and Kevin Beecham. But let's go ahead and get to the latest from Atmosphere. This is Traveling Forever. Do not go anywhere, y'all. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.